Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. The Franchise Stars Football League comes to you live from Indianapolis, where the undefeated Colts host the 3-1 Tennessee. We're going to call them the Oilers for our purposes here, dressed in the Oilers' old AFL uniforms. The Oilers fell in week one, a very lackluster performance against the Saints, but they've rattled off 3 straight victories, and now they come in here to battle the Colts in what should be a fantastic matchup. The Colts, the top defense in the AFC through the first 4 weeks. George Blanda and Burt Jones are the men at the quarterback position for their respective teams. Colts coming off most recently a victory over the Rams. Their victory in week 3 over the Ravens now looks all the more impressive after the Ravens took down the Steelers here in week 5. People would question the Ravens' record. You know, they beat the Jaguars, they beat the Texans, but now having beat the Steelers, the Colts being the only team to hand the Ravens a loss to this point in the season, now looks all the more impressive. But the Oilers, the double-barreled running attack of Earl, Campbell, and Derrick Henry, and Jerry Glanville's run-and-shoot style offense, he's kind of had to modify that with the terrific pair of running backs that he has, and it seems like the Oilers have figured it out. So the Oilers and Colts will get ready to go here. The Oilers will receive. Appreciate you joining me as always here. Have to do the kickoff from this camera view, and then we'll switch the camera view as you have now gotten accustomed to if you have been following along. Kickoff from Mike Vanderjagt. It's going to be taken by Billy White Shoes Johnson. Out across the 20, out across the 25. It's funny that it has reset Johnson's shoes for some reason, because I set them as white shoes. He's wearing black shoes. I guess trying to change his luck or something. He lost a bet. I don't know why, but we'll try to fix that after the game is done. So here's George Blanda. Blanda so far this year has been very, very good. 91 of 157, 1,200 yards. The Oilers have kind of found their rhythm here. Again, they looked horrible in week 1 against the Saints. They hardly ran the ball at all. And Jerry Glanville has had to adapt himself. But the Oilers have done it well, again rattling off those 3 straight wins. We'll see what Jerry Glanville brings to the table here against this Colts defense. That has just been superb to this point. I formation. Handoff. Only a yard or 2 there. Derrick Henry gets the first crack out of the backfield for the Oilers. He's out to the 30. It'll be 2nd and 8. Blanda goes into the shotgun here. Earl Campbell is at his right. We'll see how they play this. Blanda is looking to throw. Pass there to the right-hand side. Incomplete. That's broken up. Nice play there by Lyles. It'll be 3rd and 8. Campbell again the lone setback. Tight ends here on the near side. A little bit surprising on the 3rd and 8 situation. Blanda drops, stands in, looks, throws, caught, but nothing really doing there. Short pickup. That's only 3 yards. Alvin Reed with the reception. Mike Curtis with the stop. Good coverage downfield by the Colts. And the Oilers are going to have to punt. Game won't let me rename them the Oilers unless I move them to Houston, and I wasn't going to do that because I can't just delete the Texans. I can't create a custom league like that. So, they have to stay in Tennessee. The game will continue to call them the Titans. So we're going to kind of meet them halfway. The way they were the first couple of years, they moved to Tennessee. And they'll be the Tennessee Oilers for broadcast purposes here. So the Colts will get their first crack with the ball as Burt Jones gets ready to get things started. Jones has been very solid so far this season. 5 touchdowns, only 1 interception. They will run the ball quite a lot. But Jones has thrown it effectively when he has been asked to pass. There's Jones, looks, fires over the middle, incomplete. Good tight coverage there. Some words being exchanged already. It'll be 2nd and 10. Jones drops back again. Stands in, looks, tries to swing it. It's incomplete. Good tight coverage from this Oilers secondary. So Jones has thrown twice, has been unable to connect as of yet. 13-10 left here in the first quarter. We are just underway. Jones drops again. Stands in, looks, fires. He's going deep. Deep shot, incomplete. So Jones tries to push it down the field. Banfield in the coverage. And the Colts go 3 and out. So of course, as we mentioned, that the Colts generally will run the ball more often here in Don McCafferty's offense. They try to go to the air to open things up, try to stretch out this Oilers defense, and they do so unsuccessfully. So on comes the punting unit. Ron Stark will give it a boot. Good job there by the Oilers on the opening drive. Johnson back on the return, back at the 27. Out across the 35 to about the 37. They'll spot him at the 38. So Blanda and company will come out to take their second crack with the ball. First and 10 from the 38. Campbell, the deep back, Henry playing ahead of him. So they have both of them in there on this one. We'll see how they play it. It's a handoff to Earl Campbell, his first of the game. Campbell bowls his way ahead, picks up 4. Out to the 42. Campbell comes up a little bit gingerly there. They're stretching him out on the sideline. Not really sure what happened there, but can't imagine that we're going to see Earl Campbell out of this game for very long. Henry is the deep back for the moment, though. 2nd and 6 from the 42. Play action, and down goes Blanda. Shaquille Leonard gets through for the sack. Leonard has been very solid this season for the Colts. I believe that's sack number 4 for him on the season. Leonard gets around. Nobody bites on the play action. So down goes Blanda. Campbell apparently taking a jolt to the shoulder, the report we're getting on the sideline. 3rd and 14 coming up. Campbell is back in the game. Blanda drops. Looks, throws toward the sideline. It's complete. Blanda hits. Trying to see who that is. It's Hennigan. Chris Hennigan with the reception along the sideline out to the 49. That's a big conversion on 3rd and 17. And that has not happened to the Colts very much this season. 1st and 10 from the Indy 49. Blanda drops back. Looks over the middle. Complete. Down inside the 35. Good connection there from Blanda to Hennigan once more. Back-to-back receptions for Chris Hennigan. It's Charlie Hennigan, not Chris. Don't mind me. Realizing that's not right. So 1st and 10 from the 31. Blanda in the shotgun again. room. First down and more. Earl Campbell pulls his way down to the 15-yard line. Second carry for Campbell. Looking none the worse for wear there. First and 10 from the 15 for the Oilers. And it drops back. Looks over the middle, complete. Good slant there, down inside the 5. Washington with the reception. Nate Washington picks up 11. It'll be first and goal from the 4. The Colts have not had to play from behind much this year, by virtue of the fact they just haven't given up many points. The Oilers threatening here early in quarter number 1. First and goal. Handoff. Campbell up the middle. He's hit, but he drives the man backwards. Mike Curtis felt the brunt of that. Campbell gets his way down to the 1 as Campbell kind of rolls Curtis backwards. Let's take a little bit of a look at there, looking for the impact here on Earl Campbell. Get used to this. Curtis hits him, but you're going to see it's Curtis who goes backwards. Get used to that. You're going to see that a lot with Earl Campbell, and to an extent also Derrick Henry. Both backs very powerful. Henry's the up back, Campbell in the back deep set. I formation, second and goal from the 1. It's Campbell again. It's a touchdown for Earl Campbell. Campbell goes in from the 1 yard out, and the Oilers strike first here against the Colts, pending the extra point. It'll be 7-0 Tennessee. So Campbell certainly looking none the worse for wear. The overdone EA dive into the end zone graphic, but that's all right. On the list of EA indiscretions, that's a minor one. Here comes the extra point. McNair will hold. Baronis puts it up and through. 8 plays, 62 yards, and 359. Nicely done there by the Oilers. And now, the Colts will play from behind. Let's see how they handle it. Baronis with the kickoff. That's going to go into the end zone. We'll see if they return it, and they do. Out across the 15. Shouldn't have returned it. Brought down at about the 19. So Burt Jones gets back to work. 8:52 left here in the first quarter. As always, appreciate you tuning in here to the Legend Sports Universe. If you have not subscribed yet, I hope you will consider doing so. Good content going on here as the Franchise Stars Football League rolls on. And the Franchise Stars Baseball League has rolled into November. Excuse me, it's rolled in November. I'm all right. Moving things ahead. Don't know where that came from. Rolled into July of year 3. Jones drops back. Short slant over the middle, incomplete. Burt Jones is 0 for his first 4. The Oilers secondary. Oilers defense has a very old school feel to it. Both of these defenses do, really. Again, each team has a 130 master player pool. They took 50 at random from that pool here in year 1. The remaining players will all come in future drafts. So you're going to get a good walk through every franchise's history as this project rolls on. Jones drops back. Pressure comes up the middle, and down he goes. George Webster picks up the sack. Down goes Burt Jones, and the Colts haven't even tried to run the ball as of yet. It is 3rd and 16 from the 14. Glanville's Oilers will blitz plenty. 3rd and 16. They go conservative. Handoff there. Tom Maddie gets back to the line of scrimmage. Not much. Ray Childress the first man to hit him. So the Colts, 2 drives, have gone 3 and out both times. And we've talked about the Colts defense. Again, the tops in the Franchise Stars Football League through 4 weeks. But so far, it is the Oilers defense that has stood out here midway through the first quarter. Obviously, only 2 drives for either side. Ron Stark comes on for the punt. It's a dandy. Billy Johnson, again, I'm not sure why the shoes reverted to black. These Billy White Shoes Johnson, he should not be wearing black shoes. I will fix that after the game. So now the Oilers get great field position. They're going to start off from their 44-yard line. They're going to try to drop a little bit of a hammer here on the Colts in quarter number 1. Play action to Campbell. Blanda fires. Well covered, but he zips it in there. It's complete. 8-yard pickup as Blanda fires that one in. Tightly defended. Alvin Reed, his second catch of the game. Shaquille Leonard all over him there. Oilers like running this dual set with Campbell and Henry. Campbell gets the bulk of the carries. Hand off, and that time the Colts break through. Mike Curtis gets the better of Earl Campbell on that one. Campbell pats him on the head, commends the good tackle. Curtis getting some of his pride back after Campbell ran him over early. 3rd and 4 from the midfield stripe. Blanda drops back, short pass. Complete there for the first down. Little short tight end pass there to Aaron Kenny. It's another tackle from Mike Curtis, who's been everywhere. But right now, the Oilers are just finding the little gaps in this Colts defense. And that opening week for the Oilers, Jerry Glanville just went super pass heavy. I think they ran the ball 10 times in that game. The reports were that both Earl Campbell and Derrick Henry went into Glanville and said, hey man, you've got to feed us the ball. Illegal block in the back there on Nate Washington. Colts will certainly accept that. On the spot of the foul, it's 1st and 17 back from the 49. And a hard counts. See if he can draw anybody. Henry slides over in motion. Blanda drops back. Looks, fires over the middle. It's complete again. And Blanda is just on target. 7 of 8. Hits Alvin Reed again. Down to the Colts 31. And a fine first quarter here for George Blanda. Back under center. Again with the slant. Over the middle. They've run a lot of those routes. They ran a couple of little hook routes, but a lot of it has been slants. That one to Nate Washington again is down to the 21. And the Oilers are clicking here in this first quarter. We said before the season we thought the Oilers would be one of the better teams. Had a chance to surprise some people here in the AFC. Kind of had some egg on the face after that Week 1 performance. And down goes Blanda for the second time. Barnes wrestles him to the ground. Loss of 6. It'll be 2nd and 16. So that opening week performance against the Saints, like I said, left us kind of looking like maybe we overrated this team. Two teams that got bad starts, the Oilers and the Browns, both of which I think got really good opening season draws and should be in the hunt for things going forward. Blanda looks, corner route, and it's reeled in. Oh, beautiful play. In the traffic, Charlie Hennigan pulls that one in, out of bounds at the 2. We'll see if they review this one. Blanda slings that, 2 defenders there, but Hennigan pulls it in. That looks like he is in bounds. We haven't seen any sign that they're going to go to the booth on it. Haven't seen a challenge flag dropped. And it does not appear as though there's going to be a challenge. First and goal from the Oilers from the 2. Landa stands in. Pass out of the backfield. That's Campbell right on the goal line. They said he wasn't in. Second and goal from the 1. Landa surprisingly in the shotgun here on second and goal. Hand off Campbell up the middle. Touchdown, Earl Campbell, his second touchdown of the opening quarter. And the Oilers are in control here in Indianapolis. 2 scores for Earl Campbell. And those week 1 issues as far as the Oilers figuring out how to run this offense seem to be long, long gone at this point. 1:42 left in quarter number 1. And in the extra point here from Rob Baronis, it'll be 14-0 Oilers. Colts have some work to do. I mean, there's a steal a sip of my beverage. So Baronis comes on for the kick, and the Colts have to do something just to get some movement. They've gone 3 and out on their drives to this point from the end zone. Out across the 20, good return there, out to the 25. And Burt Jones will get back to work. Again, Jones has been terrific so far this season. He's struggled thus far in this one. Oilers defense playing very strongly to this point. Colts have pretty much exclusively passed to this point. Not their bread and butter. We'll see what they go to here. Jones drops, swings it wide, short pass. It's complete. Gets the first completion under his belt, but no gain there. Ken Dilger with a reception on the quick tight end out. He's hammered right as he reels it in. It'll be 2nd and 10. Jones drops again. Pass floated over the middle, incomplete. So the Colts are just out of sorts on both ends of the ball. Really surprised that they have not tried to run the ball so much to this point. Lydell Mitchell hasn't touched it yet. Tom Matte had the only carry, and that was on a 3rd and long. Just out of safety. Of course, this is a clear passing down. Jones fires, complete, and there's the big 3rd down conversion. Dilger breaks a tackle down into Tennessee territory. Jones hits his tight end, Ken Dilger. 35-yard reception down to the Oilers' 40-yard line. And boy, did the Colts need that. Zipped in there, not terrible coverage, but a good throw from Jones. Dilger stiff arms the first defender. Gets a little bit of extra yardage there. So now perhaps the Colts can start feeling that they've got a little bit of momentum. Obviously, it's still early in this game, but you can't go letting too big a hole for them. Jones once again drops back the pass, dips it in there on the hook route. It's complete. So now 3 straight completions. That one to Roger Carr, who had the big game last week against the Rams. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 Oilers, Colts on the move. We get ready to start quarter number 2. 1st and 10 for Indianapolis from the Tennessee 27. Man in motion. Jones, play action. Throws over the middle, complete, down inside the 15. Another one to Roger Carr. So after 5 straight incompletions to open the game, Burt Jones has completed 4 in a row. more reflective of the Burt Jones we have seen so far this season. 1 rush, 9 passes in their 10 plays from scrimmage so far for the Colts. They'll pass again. Jones stands in, fires, back of the end zone, incomplete, and that was almost picked off. Almost intercepted by Bubba McDowell. Can't hold on. Colts get a break. It's 2nd and 10. Jones drops, fires, corner, touchdown. Roger Carr gets free, and the Colts come down the field for the touchdown, and they get themselves right back into this game. Burt Jones seems to have shaken off his early struggles, and the Colts are on the board. Pending the extra point from Mike Vanderjagt, this will be a 1-score game. Beautiful throw from Jones. Carr gets open on the corner route to the back edge of the end zone. They're going to review this one just to see if Carr got his feet down. Here you see 1 foot. Ooh, that is very close to the line. That toe might have been on the white. They say it's good.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, there's no challenge involved there, as all scoring plays get looked at anyway. Now Mike Vanderjagt will come on for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and good. 7 plays, 75 yards in 2:28. And the Colts get it back within 14-7. So now here comes Vanderjagt with the kickoff. We'll see how the Oilers answer. Here's Johnson. Johnson across the 20, out to about the 25. So far, Earl Campbell, 6 carries for 24 yards and a pair of scores. Briefly checked out of this game, what was described as a shoulder injury, but he only missed a couple of plays. Back there with Derrick Henry. And off Campbell. That time he is met. I believe that was Shaquille Leonard, first guy to him. On the stop, he picks up a yard. Out to the 26, so it'll be 2nd and 9. Miranda calls out his signals. Handoff, Campbell again. Up the middle, Colts swarm him. Campbell fights off a couple of tacklers. It takes about 4 guys to wrestle Campbell to the ground. He picks up a couple. It'll be 3rd and 7. Derrick Henry, the lone setback on 3rd and 7. Landa drops. Stands in. Fires over the middle. Complete near the marker. It's going to be close. They say he's short. Landa 11 of 12 to this point. Lots of quick hitter passes. 4th and inches from their own 35. Certainly not going to go for it there. Couldn't find the marker. So here's Brett Kern for the punt. Colts defense gets it done. That one is hammered. Drives him back. Is going to try to return it. Not much doing on the kick. Kern got a good boot on that one. There you see Roger Carr, 3 catches for 40 yards and a score. Carr had a great week last week against the Rams, going over the 100-yard mark. First and 10 for the Colts, keeping their own territory from their own 14. Handoff. A little bit of a gap there. Pickup of a few. Tom Maddie. We have not seen Lydell Mitchell as of yet. Maddie picks up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. We've seen Mitchell on the field. He just hasn't touched the ball yet. He's the deep back here. 2nd and 5. Jones drops, goes to throw. He's hit as he throws. It falls incomplete. Ray Childress takes a shot at Jones. Got the pass off. There's no sack on the play, but it's incomplete. It's 3rd and 5. Jones up to the line. Looking, fires, down the right-hand side towards the sideline, incomplete. Good coverage there. Jones threw it where only his guy could get to it, but it was well out of bounds. And the punting unit will come on. So the Colts offense can't really get anything going that time. They will punt it. Oilers with a shot at decent field position. Stark has a good leg, though, so we'll see what kind of a boot he can get off here. Johnson from the 32. Out across the 40 to the 43. Another decent return there from Billy White Shoes Johnson. Now Blanda and the Oilers will get back to work. Blanda in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Play action to Derrick Henry. Fires over the middle, and despite the good coverage, it's still reeled in. Charlie Hennigan with the grab. Mike Curtis all over it. But Hennigan reels it in, and Blanda is having himself a heck of a first half. That is right over the helmet of Mike Curtis. And Blanda is just clicking here. Oilers looking to make a statement in this one, and they talked about that coming into the week. This is their proving ground as far as they're concerned. 1st and 10 from the 39. Henry adjusts. Blanda drops back. Looks. Pass. Quick out route. There is complete. 7-yard pickup to Nate Washington. His 4th catch of the game. It'll be 2nd and 3 from the 32. And at the line, calls the signals. Takes the snap. Handoff. Campbell. Campbell has the first down. Good little cut there from Earl Campbell. You always thought of as such a powerful back. He's got some shifty moves to him as well. First and 10 as we approach 9 minutes left in the half from the 28. Handoff, it's Campbell again. Inside the 25. Pickup of 6 for Campbell. Down to the 22 as the clock keeps rolling. Second and 4. Henry the lone setback here. Henry gets it. And Henry's got an opening inside the 15, inside the 10. Jukes a defender and then bowls his way down to the 7. Only the 2nd carry for Henry so far. But it's a good one. It'll be 1st and goal from the Oilers. For the Oilers, down at the Colts 7-yard line. Nice little cut there from Henry, and then he runs over the other back. Driving it down to the 7. First and goal. Down inside the 8-minute mark. Handoff. Brought down just inside the 5. Hoyle Granger gets his first carry of the game. He picks up 2. Curtis with yet another stop. Mike Curtis has been terrific so far. Second and goal from the 5. Henry the up back. Campbell the deep back. High formation. It's Campbell. Campbell runs. Good job, Shaquille Leonard. Gobbles up Earl Campbell on that one. It'll be third and goal from the 4. Landa drops, 3-step drop, looks, end zone, incomplete. No, it's overthrown, it's intercepted. Oh my goodness. Vada Davis with the interception. And Landa, who's been so good in this game, misses the target there. It looked like he thought that Hennigan was going to go one way. He turned the other. And Davis was right behind him for the grab. Potentially a huge turnover in this one. Colts will start off from their 20-yard line. Landa has been so good in this one. First and 10, 6:14 remaining. Colts start from their 20. Play action. Jones stands in, fires, complete. Out across the 30. Mitchell's first carry of the game. That's Tom Mitchell, not Lydell Mitchell. We still haven't seen Lydell Mitchell touch the ball, actually. McCafferty's offense going very pass heavy, which is not how they have been through the first 4 weeks. Play action to Mitchell there. Jones looks down the left-hand side, deflected and almost picked off. Incomplete. It'll be second and 10. $5:25 remaining in the half. Jones drops. Pass over the middle. Complete. Got a man open. It'll be a first down. Complete pass there. Richardson very excited to get his first catch of the game. It's a 14-yard pickup out to the 44, and the chains will move for the Colts. Jones looks. Slant complete. Down into Oilers territory. Second and 1. From the 46. Clock continues to tick. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. Handoff, Tom Maddie. Gets the first down on the short yardage run. 3 carries for 7 yards for Maddie so far. But you get the conversion and you don't really worry about the yardage total. First and 10 from the 44 as we close in on 3 minutes. Counter, Lydell Mitchell, his first carry of the game. Down inside the 40. It's a pickup of 5. It'll be second and 5. Bubba McDowell comes up for the stop. Second and 5 as we get down inside the 3-minute mark. Clock continues to roll. From the 39. Mitchell again. Good pressure there from the Oilers. They got good penetration up front. Nothing doing from Mitchell. He loses 2. Keith Bullock with the tackle there. It'll be 3rd and 6. See if they get another playoff before the 2-minute warning. And they do. Jones drops back. He's looking. Fires. Deep right side. Complete. Down inside the 15. That'll get us to the 2-minute warning, but that is a strike to a die. Bubba McDowell with the tackle, but a beautiful throw from Jones. First and 10 for the Colts as they near getting this game level. McDowell gets over, but not in time. A die with the catch. That gets us to the 2-minute warning. First and 10 from the 13. Handoff, Mitchell inside the 10. Picks up 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 10-yard line, down inside, a minute and a half left. No need to use the timeouts as of yet. It's another handoff. Mitchell looks for a little bit of room, gets down to about the 5. It'll be 3rd and 2. Bullock with the stop. Either side using their timeouts to this point. Colts don't need to. No reason for the Oilers to look to stop the clock yet either. 3rd and 2 from the 5. Man in motion. The handoff to a die. Good penetration there from the Oilers. They'll get the stop. It'll be 4th and 2 from the 6. Got to think here the Colts are going to let this clock tick down. They'll let Vanderjagt come on for the field goal with virtually no time left. Let the clock run down. Got about 11 seconds between the play clock and the game clock. Vanderjagt's kick is up and good. So Vanderjagt puts it through, and the Colts, after going down 14-0, have this game back to within four points at 14-10. 10 seconds left, the kickoff, and then probably just the Titans will take a knee. Titans, Oilers. Occasionally slip to calling them the Titans, but I prefer to call them the Oilers. That's what I always think of them, the whole love you blue thing, and the Oilers uniforms are so classic. They wear the classic Oilers blues for their home games. So, 7 seconds left. Oilers don't figure to do too much here. They aren't in the kneel down formation, but it's a carry. It's Campbell up the middle. They'll see if Campbell can break one. He does not. He picks up 4, and that'll take us to the end of the half. So we got a good one here in Indianapolis, 14-10. The Oilers have the lead as we head into the half. Colts starting to run the ball a bit more after being almost exclusively pass for probably the first 75% of that first half. Take a look around the league. The Bears will play the Redskins/Commanders later on. Bears looking for their first win. They are terrible. 0-4. Going overseas, the Jaguars and the undefeated Buffalo Bills will also do battle. Texans will visit the Falcons down in Atlanta. The Texans at 0-4 looking for their first win. Falcons looking to get above 500. Here in Indianapolis, 2 Earl Campbell touchdown runs have the Oilers ahead 14-10 as we get ready to start the second half. Thankful, as always, for you joining. And kindly bang that like button if you have not as of yet. And if you have not subscribed as of yet, I hope you will consider doing so. So the Colts will receive as we get ready to start the second half. Colts can go a long way towards setting the momentum of this second half with a good drive here. Kickoff taken a couple yards deep in the end zone. Out across the 20, out across the 25. And that's where the Colts will start it off with Burt Jones. Jones 0 for his first 5 in this game, but then started to pick it up. Looking a little bit more like the Burt Jones we've seen. George Blanda was exceptional in the half, but did throw that late pick on the Oilers' last drive of the first half, picked off in the end zone, which could come back to be a huge play in this game. Hand off Lydell Mitchell. Not too much there. There's a yard there. 5th carry for Mitchell, who didn't get his first carry until late in the first half. Second and 9. Klein on the tackle for the Oilers. Jones drops back. Here's the pressure, and Jones is going to go down. George Webster, I'm not sure who was with him. Looked like kind of a double shot there. And Jones comes up a little bit gimpy. Not going to the sideline. He'll stay in the game. And Glanville's squad likes to blitz. That one works out well. 3rd and 14 from the 21. Pressure comes again, and they're going to get to him again. That time it's Randall Godfrey. So the Oilers, back-to-back sacks. They had 1 in the first half. They've got 2 here on the opening drive of the second half. 4th and 22, and the Colts punting unit will come on. Ron Stark stands on his goal line as he prepares to punt it away. Joey Johnson back to return. He's back inside his 40, about the 38. Johnson's going to try to return it, tries to get it wide, gets 1 block, but there were 2 tacklers there. And he's brought down. And you see Campbell, 12 carries, 44 yards. Fairly well contained, but he has the 2 scores, and that's all that matters from the perspective of the Oilers at this point. 1st and 10 from the 46. Hand off, it's Derrick Henry. Henry tries to cut it outside, gets back inside, spins, not too much there. Picks up a couple, Freeman on the stop. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 48. Blanda under center. Henry shifts sides. Play action to Campbell. Blanda fires, complete. Nice grab. Nice grab there, Alvin Reed. Reels it in at the 38, and that'll be a first down. Blanda slings that one. Good coverage there by Shaquille Leonard, but that's a heck of a grab from Alvin Reed. 1st and 10. Down to the Colts 38. Blanda drops back. Looks. Fires, complete. It's another nice catch. So Blanda getting helped out by his receivers. That one, Nate Washington. Beautiful catch there, down to the 23. Blanda, despite the 1 pick, has been accurate, but he's also getting some help. His receivers have made a few really nice catches in this game. Drops back there. There's the slant. Washington again, down inside the 10. Down to the 5. 1st and goal. 6th catch of the game for Washington's. Blanda closing in on the 200-yard mark. Lyles brings him down. They've run a lot of that. It's been a lot of hooks and a lot of slants. They really haven't taken a deep shot, but they haven't had to as of yet. Now 1st and goal from the 5. This is Earl Campbell, Derrick Henry territory here for the Oilers. It's Campbell up the middle. It bottles up, tries to pop it to the outside. Good job by Campbell there to find 3 yards down to the 2. It'll be 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 2. Campbell and Henry both in the backfield. Play action. Landa tries to throw and he's hit. Falls incomplete. He takes a shot from Galbats. That one falls to the ground. Landa perhaps a little bit lucky he didn't cough that ball up there. 3rd and goal from the 2. Campbell is the lone setback now. 3 receivers in a packed position here on the south side. They're going to look to throw again towards the corner. Incomplete. Vontae Davis on the coverage. So a little surprised that the Oilers went to throw twice there. They tried to run it on first. Campbell was able to find 3, even though the play largely got bottled up. So at that point, I would think you just keep on running, even if they guess right. You're thinking that Campbell and Henry to a similar extent. You get the 2 yards that you need there. Baronis comes on for the kick. It is up and good. And the Oilers extend their lead back to 7. It's 17-10. $9:10 remaining in quarter number 3. Rob Baronis comes on here for the kickoff. Good one, Bruin. End zone, that'll be down. The Colts will take it from the 25. And had people asked this before, you do have to use the current rule set. You can't go adjusting, the kickoff yard line and stuff like that, overtime rules, etc. You do have to play under the current set. So Burt Jones and the Colts get back to work. 1st and 10 from their 25. Handoff. Mitchell cuts it back, gets a couple. Ends up with 4 out of that, out to the 29. It'll be 2nd and 6. Bubba McDowell comes up for the stop. Brett Cook had come out at the end of that last drive. The Colts were on defense. Calling it cramps. They expect him to return. 2nd and 6 from the 29. Jones, handoff. Mitchell right up the middle. 1st down. Lydell Mitchell gets it out to the 38. Again, Mitchell didn't have his first carry of this game until midway through the 2nd half, but he's got 7 now. Still hasn't gotten a ton of yardage, but at least running the ball enough to keep this Oilers defense a bit honest. Again, the Colts had pretty much passed exclusively early on in this game, which doesn't play to form for them. Pass there, incomplete. Ken Dilger, well covered. Jones trying to force that one in there. Lucky it wasn't picked off. Bubba McDowell again in on the play. McDowell's having a fine game for the Oilers. Still a pass-heavy breakdown at this point. 19 passes, 11 runs for the Colts. Handoff out across the 40. Not too much was there. It'll be 3rd and 7. Getting down to the 7-minute mark here in quarter number 3. Jones drops back. Stands in, looks, fires, complete. Down, and he's got on the sideline Roger Carr. Carr streaking towards the end zone. He's going to get knocked out inside the 5. Roger Carr with the catch along the sideline spins out of it. Reyes is hurt, and that's not a good thing there for the Colts. Losing one of their linemen. He's going to head back to the dressing room. But we're going to go and take a look here. Let's get out here to Roger Carr. With Johnston in coverage. Carr with the out route there. Jones puts it there perfectly for him. You've got two defenders there. And look at Carr. He just turns on the jets to the outside. And there he goes, driven out of bounds here. Inside the 5. Nice shifty move there from Roger Carr. Carr has had a very nice season here for the Colts. So now, Indy with a chance to tie it. First and goal from the 1. It's a long one, but still the 1. Jones drops back, and he's hammered by Greg Bingham for the sack right up the middle. Again, a little surprised not going for the run there. Oh, and George Prius, he's going to be out for the rest of this game. Fearing a fracture in the foot. I do wish that the game kind of made you wait a few more plays before giving a diagnosis like that. I kind of wish it played out a little more like real life in that regard. Again, in the list of EA transgressions, that is a minor one. But like, you don't really get a diagnosis one play after a guy gets injured. But again, minor. Second and goal. Handoff. Lydell Mitchell. He's stopped. Gets a couple back down to the 3. It'll be third and goal. Randall Godfrey with the stop. So now we'll see how the Colts play this. They do have two backs. It's a fairly tight-packed set. You can do a couple of things from this. We'll say which way they choose to go. Third and goal. Jones, and they let the guy come right up the middle again. Greg Bingham gets through there. And the Oilers just blitzing like crazy. And it is starting to have an impact. They only had one sack early on, but they've rattled off a couple here now. That's 3, I believe, here in this third quarter. 2 on this drive down deep as Greg Bingham comes right up the middle untouched. And this one could hurt for the Colts. They're going to get their points here, but they feel like they should have come out of here with a touchdown. And instead, they're going to get a fan. Vanderjagt just slips that one inside the upright. That's a chip shot from Mike Vanderjagt, and he almost pushed that one wide. They almost came out of this with nothing. So, the Oilers get a big stop there. At least in their minds, that's going to be a stop. Taking first and goal from the 1 and limiting it to 3 points. They do still have the lead. It's 17-13 Oilers. Vanderjagt with the kickoff, 4:50 remaining in quarter number 3. Billy Johnson takes the kick. Out across the 20, out across 25, and Johnson right up the gut. And big return for Billy White Shoes Johnson. Into Colts territory to the 48-yard line. And that is huge. You can see the look on Blanda's face. The offense thrilled to get this great field position to open up this drive. Between the defensive stand there and the big return from Johnson, the Oilers looking to put a clamp back on this game after the Colts have kind of taken momentum back. First and 10, handoff, Earl Campbell. Campbell has a hole inside the 45. That's an 8-yard pickup down to the 43. Campbell and Henry both in the backfield again. Play action. Blanda, deep, right side, complete. Along the sideline, Alvin Reed reels it in. He's out of bounds at the 12. And we talked on the last drive that the Oilers hadn't really gone down the field much. It had been a lot of hooks and a lot of quick slants. That time they stretch it out a bit, and it works. Alvin Reed brings it down to the Colts 12. Campbell the lone setback here. Blanda, pass, complete. It's Reed again, touchdown. Touchdown Oilers, and they're going to push their lead back most likely to 10. I should say 11. Ending the extra point from Baronis. Going to get this game to 24-13. Alvin Reed on the out there. But the big play to Reed set it all up. 3.5 minutes left in the third. Baronis looking to put the Oilers back up by 11. Extra point is up and good. 3 plays, 51 yards. Nothing fancy about that drive. Set up by the big Billy White Shoes Johnson kickoff return. So now, Baronis will come on for the kick. And boy, does that now seem big, the Colts being held to the field goal on that last drive. Here's the return. Out across the 20. A bit of shifty juking there out to the 23. 3:25 left in the third. There you see Lydell Mitchell's season numbers. EA loves showing you the season numbers for the running backs. First and 10 from the 23. Jones, handoff. Mitchell, he is gobbled up in the backfield. 10 carries for only 29 yards. Randall Godfrey, the first man in on the hit. It'll be 2nd and 11. Burt Jones not happy with the lack of offensive line production. That is a weak spot on this Colts team. Their offensive line is not great. Jones has been fearing for his life a bit so far in the early going this season. Tom Maddie tries to cut it outside, and he's gobbled up. Big tackle there by George Webster, who's having himself a fine game. And now it'll be 3rd and 12. It's at the line, calls out the signal. Pressure up the middle, and that's where they're getting him every time. Godfrey comes up the middle and gets Jones. The pressure is not coming from the outside. The pressure is coming right up the middle. Previous injury certainly not helping things. But the Colts, 3 and out, as they were early on in this game, and the Oilers have claimed all the momentum here. Big tackle there as Billy Johnson gets hammered. But the Oilers, 24-13, they're going to start from their own 43, so they're going to get terrific field position once more. And a chance to really try to put clamps on this if they can get a good drive here. Even if they don't really come out of it with a touchdown, if they can chew up some clock and get a field goal out of this, Colts are going to be on their heels a bit. Play action, Blando rolls left, looks down the field, and it's caught. And again, a terrific catch in traffic. Charlie Hennigan reels this one in. Down to the 32, and the Colts defense that has been so good all season has just not had an answer. The Oilers are making a lot of tough plays, a lot of catches in traffic, catches as they're being hit, but they are making all the plays. And this has been a big-time performance from the Oilers. Landa, besides the interception, has been exceptional. Drops back, stands in, looks, pass complete. Alvin Reed down to the 20. Spotted at the 18, actually. That gets Reed to the 100-yard mark on the day. His 7th catch of the game. Oilers will let this one run out to end the third quarter. But the Colts need something, and they need it quick. Three undefeated teams standing, all in the AFC. The Colts, the Bills, and the Chiefs, the last 3. And the Colts in danger of falling here. We head to the fourth quarter here at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. It is 24-13 Oilers. Open up quarter number 4. Blanda drops back, tries to throw. He's hit. Gets the pass off, but pays a price. Ball is incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Two tight end set. Blanda drops back. Looks over the middle. Incomplete. Good coverage there. Lyles all over him. Looking for Alvin Reed again, but Lyles with the good coverage. Third and 10 from the 18. They play it safe. It's a handoff to Campbell. Campbell pulls his way to the first down. Oh my goodness, what a run from Earl Campbell. 3rd and 10. And Earl Campbell drives the defenders back, gets to the marker. Robert Mathis is limping off. And this just could not go worse for the Colts. A 3rd and 10. The Oilers basically were conceding an opportunity there to just settle for the field goal and not take chances. And they get the first down anyway. And now Mathis going back down the tunnel, so we're not sure what his status is going to be. We'll get an update on that shortly, I'm sure. 1st and goal. Blanda drops, fires, incomplete. Nobody even in the vicinity on that one. Somebody got crossed up. It's 2nd and goal. Campbell the lone setback. Blanda stands in, fires, complete, near the goal line. And they say Hennigan didn't quite get in. He's down to the 1. Ooh, that is an ankle injury for Robert Mathis. Does not sound good. That would be a huge loss for the Colts. Mathis has largely been invisible in this game, but he's been terrific all season. With Shaquille Leonard, they've been a very formidable pass rush duo. So 3rd and goal from the 1. Oilers both the backs in. It's Campbell. Up the middle, touchdown. 3rd touchdown for Earl Campbell on the day. And the Oilers open this one up. Pending the extra point from Rob Baronis, it'll be 31-13. And the Oilers came in here looking to make a statement, and they have done just that. You get inside the 5, just keep on feeding Campbell and Henry. Terrific drive there from the Oilers. Extra point from Baronis is up and good. 8 plays, 57 yards in 2:13, and the Oilers are in complete control. 31-13. Baronis with the kickoff. Colts need something on this drive, and they need it quick. Out across the 20, and they'll start from the 21. So Burt Jones will try to get something going with the troops here. See there, occasionally the game kind of locks you into, it has like a lockup where it'll only offer you one play. So then I have to get a little more involved in play call options, just kind of picking whether they're going to want to go short pass, long pass, that kind of thing. And then the playbook kind of goes from there. Pick the correct play. Short pass there, complete to Roger Carr. It's an 8-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 2. From the 29, Jones swings it, complete. Maddie, it's a first down. Gets Maddie out of the backfield. I'm sorry, that was Hill. I don't know why I thought that was Maddie. Maddie's 41, if I remember right. Wick on the tackle. Apologies there. I don't have a roster sheet in front of me, so all of these guys are by memory. Usually pretty good at it, but 1st and 10 from the 35. Jones swings it over the middle, complete to Richardson. Pickup of 8, 2nd and 2 out to the 43. Getting down near the 12-minute mark. Jones, short pass there, incomplete. Good job on the coverage. Glick on the hit. McDowell in the area as well. Third and 2 coming up from the 43. Jones, short drop. Quick pass. That one is held on to. Complete to Ken Dilger. Jones now 14 of 25. Dilger's 3rd catch of the game. Another tackle for Bubba McDowell. Gotta get down the field a little bit more than what they're doing to this point. 1st and 10 from their 48. Jones drops pressure. Short pass there, complete. Pickup of 5. Not taking too many chances at this point, which is okay on this drive. But you've got to come out of this drive with something, and then you're going to have to kind of accelerate the pace a little bit. 2nd and 5. Jones stands in. Looks. Pass almost intercepted. Broken up. It'll be 3rd and 5. Johnston gets a hand on it. And if he had picked that, that would have been a pick 6. He had nothing but grass ahead of him. Third and 5. 10:36 left in the game. 31-13 Oilers. Drops back. Jones looks. Throws. Broken up. Dilger can hold on to it, and it's going to be 4th and 5. No choice but to go for it here for the Colts. And in motion, looking to open things up a little bit. Jones. Oh, they go with the handoff, and it works. 4th and 5, they hand it off to Tom Maddie, and he gets down to the 30. A very risky play call by Don McCafferty, but it works. Maddie gets down to the 30-yard line, 1st and 10, and the Colts keep hope alive for the time being. Play action on that one. Fires complete down inside the 10. Ken Dilger with the reception. Brought down at the 8. So the Colts, we said they needed something on this drive. They're progressing well towards getting that. We're still over 9.5 minutes left, so there's still time left here. But the Colts just don't have a heck of a lot of margin for error. Jones. Short pass. Can't be held on to. It's incomplete. 2nd and goal from the 8. Jones up to the line. He's got 2 wide to the north side. 2nd and goal. It's Mitchell on the draw up the middle. Not much doing there. Good job there by the Oilers. Mitchell gets up a little bit gingerly, and they're taking Mitchell down the tunnel. That is, if the Colts lose Mathis and Mitchell, forget just for this game. This game, even if they lose this game, the Colts are 4-1. They'll be in a fine position. But if you lose either of those guys for any significant period, the complexion of the Colts is going to change significantly. 3rd and goal from the 8. Jones drops, stands in, looks, fires, end zone, complete. Touchdown, Colts. Willie Richardson reels it in for the score. Jones to Richardson gets the Colts closer. Good job there by Richardson to reel it in for the score. He's hit as he catches it, but he holds on. That's a shoulder injury for Lydell Mitchell. So Mitchell has been ruled out for the rest of this game. Vanderjagt, 9 minutes left. We'll boot the extra point here. And that makes it an 11-point game. 13 plays, 78 yards, and 458. That's a terrific drive by the Colts. So now Vanderjagt will come and do the kick. Far too much time left on the clock to worry about an onside kick, but the Colts are going to have to rely on that defense that had been so good through the first 4 weeks to come up with something big here. 1st and 10 from the 25 as the Oilers get to work. There you see Charlie Hennigan, 6 catches, 110 yards on the day. Been the favorite. Actually, Alvin Reed's actually been the favorite target. Now that I come to think about it there. George Blanda has just been outstanding for the Oilers. He's having a fine, fine day. 1st and 10. Campbell. Earl Campbell has 3 touchdowns on the game. 17 carries for 71 yards. From a yardage standpoint, the Colts have done a pretty good job against Campbell today. They've let the Oilers get close to the end zone, and from there, Earl Campbell has finished the job. 2nd and 5. Blanda. Gobbled up from behind. Barnes gets to him. Down goes Blanda. It'll be 3rd and 8. 3rd sack for the Colts in this one. Potentially a big 3rd down here. Colts get a stop. They'll get the ball back with good field position. Remember, they still need 2 scores. There would still be a good amount of time left on the clock. Blanda goes deep down the right side, and he overthrows it. Incomplete pass there from Blanda. He had his man. He simply overthrew him a bit. A rare misstep on the day from Blanda. So now here's Brett Kern. Hasn't had to do too much today. When he did, he hammered it earlier. He's going to give a good punt here as well. Bruce Laird back to return. Not much doing there. Good coverage by the Oilers. So the Colts will start off. They're down 31-20, 7:22 remaining. They will start off from their own 23-yard line. Hand off there. Adai gobbled up. Oh my goodness, the Oilers all over that. It seems like just about everybody tackled Adai on that one. Ray Childress is going to be the first one to him. He'll get credit for the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 10. Jones drops back. Pass, little bit underthrown, and it's incomplete. Pass a little low and a little bit behind, and it's 3rd and 10. $6:39 remaining. One thing, not an option really for the Colts at this point. Although this deep in their territory, they probably would. And they definitely will there on the sack. Klein comes up the middle. It's the safety blitz. Klein gets him. Brings Jones down. It's 4th and 16. And so much for not being able to punt it. You cannot go for it in that situation. So they're going to have to punt it, and they're going to really have to bet on a 3-and-out at this point. But on 4th and 16, deep in your own territory, you're going to have to punt it and ask your defense to come through. Big punt there and a great coverage on the special teams. Johnson has nowhere to go. Injury there, and that's Klein, who just had the sack going back down the tunnel. So now, the Oilers are just going to try to get this game to the finish line. 5:53 remaining, they're up 11. They start off from their own 40. A little surprised to see Blanda passing the ball here. Fires, and that's why. Intercepted. Blanda is picked off by Lyles, and the Colts can breathe a little bit. Unbelievable. I mean, I know it's 6 minutes left. It's not like there's 3 minutes left, but even so, you're up 2 scores. Just run the ball, eat the clock there. And they were probably close to going to that, probably should have gone to that from there. So now the Colts get an opportunity to get themselves back into this game. They're at the 44. They would need a field goal at some point anyway. Vanderjagt has a good leg, so if you can get a first down on this, you can at least give yourself a good shot at getting the 3-point component of this that you need. There's a die down inside the 40. Down in the 37. It's a 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And that is Jerry Glanville kind of being a little bit reckless. As he was wont to be. There's no shame in playing conservatively when the situation calls for it to get yourself the W. And off it's a die again. He's got the first down inside the 30, and a die running with some fresh legs. Gets it down to the 29. It's 1st and 10. Jones up to the line here. Drops back. Pressure coming. And there's a big sack. Randall Godfrey gets to him. He found an open lane, came up from the weak side, and Jones had no idea he was there. Big sack there for the Oilers. 2nd and 16 from the 35. Jones drops. Stands in. Looking for the end zone. And Jones is intercepted, and that might end up being the end of it. Dilger with the tackle, Banfield with the interception. First pick of Jones today. Tony Banfield intercepts him. And the Oilers, after a bad play call, an unnecessary risk, saw Blanda get intercepted. They force a turnover themselves. And now you've got to think here that the Oilers, you'd like to think that Glanville has learned his lesson. Run the ball, run the clock, take what you can get. .339 remaining. And off Campbell. Campbell tries to get it outside. He's gobbled up by Mike Curtis. Colts are going to burn a timeout there. Want to get themselves with the ball back before the 2-minute warning. 31-20 Oilers. Second and 9 from the 19. Handoff Derrick Henry. And Henry is bounced right back out of that line. They'll call another timeout there. The Colts probably saved that last timeout. Hold on to that one for a bit. 3rd and 9. So now, we'll see if they actually go for a pass or if they just decide to run it and chew clock anyway. First down would pretty much put a dagger into this one. Campbell's the lone setback. They are going to look to throw. Blanda stands in, fires. They go with the deep shot down the sideline. It's incomplete. So Blanda, after the red-hot start, has cooled off. He still had a fine game, of course, 21 for 31 to this point. Oilers will punt. Colts will get the ball back. But now they're going to get the ball back with a little over 3 minutes left. Brett Kern hammers this one to Billy Johnson. I'm sorry, I'm all right. I got my teams mixed up there. Bruce Laird on the return for the Colts. So Colts will start from their 34. Down 11. They have one timeout remaining. 3:12 left on the clock. Game doing their playbook nonsense. Again, trying to lock me into a single play. Man, this game is, as you can see, this game is so good in so many ways. But, man, the glitchy things just drive you batshit crazy. Short pass there from Jones. Nothing much doing. Hits his man out of the backfield there. Short pickup. 2nd and 8. .235 remaining. Jones drops back. Looking, left-hand side. Complete. Tries to get out of bounds, and he does. First down, finds the chains. .27 remaining. Jones drops back again. Stands in looking. Pass over the middle. It's caught, but there's not much yardage there. Not too many options. Run with the no huddle. They're going to try to get another one off before the 2-minute warning, and they do. Jones looks. Another one over the middle. It's complete. That'll get us to the 2-minute warning. Down to the 41, 1st and 10. Jones looking. Pressure comes, and down goes Burt Jones again. 2nd and 16. Webster brings them down, and Jones. And I'll tell you, the Colts offensive line has really been their one weak spot to this point this season, and they are going to have to do a better job of protecting Burt Jones if they have any hopes of really going deep. That's not a knock on Earl Morrill, who's the backup, but they have a lot of reliance on Burt Jones. Short pass here. It's complete. Washington down inside the 35. 3rd and 3. Hurry up offense. Jones to the line. There's the snap. Pass over the middle. It's complete. Down inside the 30. Oilers are actually going to call a timeout just to get an opportunity to reset their defense a little bit. 31-20 Oilers. Down to a minute left in this one. Oilers basically thinking just don't get deep. They'll give up the underneath pass. Jones drops back, looking. Hit as he gets ready to throw. There's a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. And it's offensive holding on Robert Pratt. Oilers will decline that. There's no reason to take that penalty there. Second and 15 from the 33. Jones drops. Looks. Pressure. He's looking for the end zone. They're looking for it all here, and it's batted away. Incomplete. 3rd and 15 from the 33. Jones up to the line. Drops back. Pressure. Dumps it off. Complete. Across the 25. Short of the marker, though. Now the Colts are going to have to use that last timeout. They have to leave themselves some time. It's short of the marker. So Vanderjagt will come on, try to get them the 3. That 39-yard field goal coming up. Vanderjagt awaits the snap. Kick is up and good. Vanderjagt puts it through, and now it's a 1-score game. Of course, they would need the 2-point conversion, but it's now an 8-point game, 31-23. Onside kick coming for Vanderjagt. This will pretty much be it. Vanderjagt's kick, and it's scooped, held onto, and that'll pretty much do it. Colts can't stop the clock, and the Oilers are going to come into Indianapolis and hold on. 36 seconds remaining. They'll just have to take a knee here, and that will be the end of this one. So a really, really impressive performance here by the Oilers. A couple of mistakes, a couple of bad decisions, but overall, this is a terrific performance by the Oilers. Landa downs it, and that will take us to the finish line here. So the Colts will take their first loss of the season. They'll fall to 4-1. The Oilers will win their 4th straight. They will improve to 4-1. As we're starting to see the first signs of the landscape trying to settle in here. We're really not going to have a really good idea until you get to about week 8 or 9. Kind of separate the wheat from the chaff a bit. But a fine job here from the Oilers, who come into Indianapolis. They said all week they knew this was a very, very important game for them to make a statement, and they made it. 31-23, the Oilers take down the Colts in Indianapolis. McCafferty and Glanville, I know it looks nothing like them. I can't help that. EA gives you about 4 coach faces that you can do anything with. So, apologies there. But that's who they are, I promise. Use your imagination a little bit, people. It's fun. 31-23, Oilers over the Colts. Landa, a terrific first half. Came back down to earth a little bit in the second half, but did enough. Earl Campbell, 18 carries for 72 yards. 3 touchdown runs. Burt Jones ended up throwing for 310 yards. First of all, we'll take a look at the team stats. Your total offense, 363 to 319. Everything really in favor of the Titans. The Colts only 67 rushing yards. Advantage in passing, advantage in first downs, advantage in kick returns. Pretty much across the board, except for the turnovers. Oilers did have 2 turnovers. Landa was picked twice. Jones picked once. But both teams did well in the red zone. Colts actually ended up with the clock a bit more. You see Jones, 24 of 41 for 310, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Landa, 21 of 31 for 287, 1 touchdown and 2 picks. You see Campbell, as we mentioned, 18 for 72. Lydell Mitchell, 11 for 29, and Mitchell ended up leaving this game hurt. And that could be very, very significant for the Colts. You see the 3 touchdowns for Earl Campbell. On the receiving front, Roger Carr led the way, 8 for 127, another big week for Carr. 58 yards on the 1 reception, doing the bulk of the work there. Alvin Reed, very nice and efficient for the Oilers, 7 for 100. Charlie Hennigan also went over the 100-yard mark for the Oilers, 6 for 110. Our scoring summary, there you see Earl Campbell, 2 touchdown runs in that first quarter. Campbell's 3 scores from 1 yard, from 2 yards, and from 1 yard. Again, stopping Earl Campbell from getting 1 yard or even 2 yards is a tall order for even the best of defenses. So that'll wrap it up here from Indianapolis. Greatly appreciate you tuning in as always. Trying to get a little bit more momentum here rolling with the Franchise Stars Football League. We've settled into some things. Still a few too many sacks coming up the middle against a team that doesn't have a great offensive line. Still trying to navigate that a little bit. The outside sacks I've been able to kind of curtail a bit, but linebackers are still getting a few more sacks relative to the linemen than what I like in the played out games. The sim stats are coming out great. But in these played out games, it's improving, but it's a slow improvement. Um, so, but games seem to have a bit better flow to them lately, and now we're getting playbooks done and stuff like that, getting games done with a little bit more regularity as we hope to pick up the pace going through this season, even though I know the football audience is a little bit less because it's not really football season right now. But I appreciate anybody tuning in and following along with this project. Big win here for the Oilers as they hand the Colts their first loss. That'll be the last broadcast of Week 5. Give me a few days and I'll have the full Week 5 results and game write-ups uploaded onto the website. I'll only do stat updates, every 4 weeks or so. But I'll get the standings and the leaderboards up there, and we can follow along with all that stuff. So greatly appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your Memorial Day, and celebrate the day properly in terms of both celebrating with friends and family, and most importantly, knowing the real reason for the day and appreciating those who sacrifice to let us be able to do pretty much everything that we do, including this fun little hobby that I get to spend some time doing with. So enjoy the day, enjoy the weekend, be good to each other, and we'll talk soon as the Legend Sports Universe rolls on.